Do you ever feel like your attention is being yanked in a million directions at
Oh,
once?
absolutely.
That mental whiplash of trying to keep up with endless opinions, expectations, all the pressure.
Yeah, it's relentless.
It's absolutely exhausting, isn't it? You try to care about everything, be there for everyone, keep up with every hot take.
hmm And by the end of the day,
There's just nothing left in the tank. That feeling of being perpetually drained, like you're just running on fumes.
totally. It's a common feeling, I think.
Well, today we're embarking on a deep dive into the subtle art of not giving a feck by Mark Manson.
Rick book.
And trust me, this book, it doesn't just offer like feel-good platitudes. It really flips that draining feeling completely on its head.
Yeah, it offers a really refreshing, kind of no-nonsense perspective.
Exactly. On how to live a more fulfilling life by, maybe surprisingly, caring less about the wrong things.
And that's exactly our mission today, right?
Yeah.
We want to pull out the most potent nuggets of knowledge from this book for you.
Yeah, help you understand the core framework.
Right. But more importantly, to actually apply these insights for a more focused, kind of purposeful way of living.
So you can walk away feeling empowered, not just overwhelmed.
Exactly. With a much clearer sense of what genuinely deserves your, well, your precious time and energy.
Oh, let's unpack this then. One of the foundational ideas, and honestly, it's brilliant, is what Manson calls care currency.
hmm It's such a great metaphor.
It really is. It clicks instantly.
Yeah.
He suggests you think of your attention, your emotional energy, your ability to care, that it's your care currency.
Like money in a wallet.
Exactly. And just like actual money, you only have so much of it.
Finite resource.
Right. And Manson paints this vivid, almost uncomfortable picture of most of us just walking around with a leaky wallet.
Yeah, constantly bleeding this currency.
We throw it away, he argues, on like pointless arguments online, strangers' opinions.
Things you'll never change. Things completely outside our control.
Oh, totally. We've all been there, right?
Mhm.
That endless Twitter debate or worrying about some random Facebook comment.
Or stressing over a tiny mistake at work that everyone else forgot hours ago.
Precisely. It's a profound idea. It really forces you to audit where your energy is actually going.
And what strikes me is how practical it is, especially now. In this world where everything is demanding our attention constantly.
It's overwhelming.
It is. And the implication, like you said, is this constant drain doesn't just make us tired. It leads to real mental exhaustion, overwhelm, losing purpose.
Yeah.
But the fix Manson proposes is, well, it's surprisingly straightforward, almost radical.
Spend it deliberately.
Yes,
Mhm.
consciously invest it. Instead of letting it trickle away on stuff that truly doesn't matter,
You actively choose.
you actively choose to pour it into what aligns with your values, your core beliefs, your people, your goals, maybe learning a skill you care about.
Right.
If you zoom out, consciously allocating this currency, it's not just about saving energy. It's like an act of self-preservation.
Yeah, prevents that mental whiplash.
Exactly. And fosters a deeper sense of purpose. It's
Yeah.
like steering your own boat instead of just drifting.
Okay, so we've talked about spending our attention, our care currency, carefully. But what happens when life just throws stuff at us? Real pain, real discomfort.
Which it inevitably does.
Right. And this leads to Manson's really challenging, but I think ultimately liberating, idea about choosing your pain.
This one really makes you stop and think.
It really does. He presents this hard truth.
Hmm.
Life always involves pain. There's just no escape.
Try as we might to avoid it.
Exactly. Pain is inherent, unavoidable. But the core insight, the transformative bit, is that while you can't avoid pain, you get to choose your pain.
And this isn't about seeking out suffering for its own sake.
No, not at all. It's about agency, defining your suffering. Think about it. You can have the pain of building something meaningful, the effort, the struggle, the setbacks,
The late nights, the fear.
all of that. Or you can have the pain of regret from being stuck in something soul-draining.
A job you hate, a bad relationship, a life you didn't pursue.
Right. Both are painful. But one leads to growth, fulfillment, even if it's hard. The other, stagnation, resentment.
Yeah, looking back and wishing you'd chosen the pain of building instead of the pain of regret, that hits home.
It's a tough mirror sometimes.
Absolutely. And the profound thing here is how this choice totally reorients how we usually think about happiness.
We're always chasing comfort, right? Trying to avoid discomfort.
Yeah, trying to fix ourselves so nothing feels bad. But Manson flips that. He suggests real happiness doesn't come from not having problems.
It comes from solving the problems that actually matter to you.
Exactly. So pain transforms from this enemy into like a guide, a sort of pain GPS for your values.
I like that. Pain GPS.
The struggles you choose, the challenges you take on, whether it's, studying hard, having tough conversations, training for something physical, these become your compass. They guide you towards what truly resonates.
So embracing difficulty becomes part of growth.
Right. You realize the discomfort that comes with meaningful pursuits is actually leading you somewhere worthwhile. It's not just an obstacle.
Like the discomfort of the gym versus the discomfort of, well, never starting.
Precisely. One leads to strength, the other to weakness and regret down the line.
That's such a powerful reframe. Okay, so invest energy wisely, choose meaningful pain. But what about when things are just completely outside our control?
Yeah, the really tough stuff life throws at you.
This is where Manson introduces another really powerful concept: radical responsibility.
Okay.
And let's be super clear here. Bad things happen.
Mm.
Sometimes totally unequivocally outside your control. Life hits hard sometimes, through no fault of your own.
Absolutely. Manson isn't saying blame yourself for misfortune.
Not at all. But here's the crucial distinction he makes. You are always responsible for how you respond to those things.
Wow, okay. Big difference there. Blame versus
It's a
responsibility.
huge difference. Blame looks backward, points fingers. Responsibility looks forward. It claims your power in the present moment, no matter how unfair things seem.
So you didn't cause the storm, maybe.
But you're responsible for how you weather it, how you navigate through it.
Right. This raises that important question then. How do we handle misfortune without becoming victims, but also without falling into that self-blame trap?
Yeah.
And that shift you mentioned, from blame to responsibility, that really is where the growth starts.
It's empowering.
It is, recognizing that even when you're dealt a really tough hand job loss, illness, a breakup, you still have agency. You still choose how you play that hand.
It's about your attitude, your actions, your perspective.
Exactly. It's not about accepting fault for things you didn't cause. It's about acknowledging your power to choose your response, despite those challenges.
Taking back control of your story.
Yes, turning potential victimhood into resilience, growth. Think about, say, a natural disaster. You can't control the hurricane,
Obviously not.
but you are responsible for your preparedness,
Yeah.
how you act during it, how you rebuild, physically and emotionally.
So you can't control every external event.
But you're always the author of your internal experience and your next steps, your future actions.
That's a crucial distinction because, yeah, people might hear responsibility and think blame, but it's about empowerment.
Totally different things.
Okay, now, this next idea, this one might sting a little, especially with, social media culture.
Uh-oh.
Manson boldly states, you're not special.
Oof. Yeah, that lands hard sometimes.
Right, it flies right in the face of what society told us constantly. From when we're kids, we hear we're unique, destined for greatness, gotta stand out.
Be extraordinary.
Yeah. And while, okay, we are unique individuals, the book argues that this constant pressure to be extraordinary, to hit some universal specialness benchmark, it's actually really unhelpful.
Even harmful. Creates this constant anxiety, right? Feeling like you're not enough unless you're constantly achieving, getting praise.
Totally. You see the highlight reels, feel like you're falling behind.
But Manson says the truth that you're likely average in most things, like most people, is actually profoundly freeing.
Okay, but how does that square with, personal growth? Striving for things.
That's the key question, isn't it? Because people hear not special and think it means be mediocre.
Right. Don't even try.
But that's not it. Manson isn't saying don't strive. He's saying drop the pressure of external validation for being special. That comparison game.
Ah, okay. The need to prove you're special to others.
Exactly. In the bigger picture, this societal push for exceptionalism, it just fuels anxiety, comparison, inadequacy. We scroll feeds, measure ourselves against curated perfection.
And feel like we're failing if we're not having some huge, visible success.
Right. But the liberating insight is, once you drop that immense pressure to be exceptional, you can finally focus on what actually makes life rich, genuinely fulfilling.
Like what?
Like investing in real, authentic relationships, making meaningful contributions, maybe small ones in your community, your work, appreciating the small daily wins.
The things that actually build a life of substance.
Precisely. It's a reminder that the ordinary can be deeply fulfilling. You can find real contentment in the quieter stuff, a hobby, being present with loved ones.
Not just chasing the look-at-me lifestyle.
Exactly. It lets you focus on your internal scorecard, not what everyone else thinks.
That reframes so much pressure. It's about being true to yourself, not living up to some impossible ideal.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, the book brings us to what I think is maybe the biggest filter, the most impactful, and it's definitely the most blunt.
Mortality.
Yeah, mortality. It's presented as the ultimate clarity tool.
Stark, but effective.
Totally.
Yeah.
When you really sit with that, with the undeniable fact of your finite time here, all the noise just fades.
Social media likes, petty arguments.
Social comparison, FOMO, it all just loses its power. Suddenly, things that felt so urgent moments ago seem insignificant.
Like turning down the volume on everything that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, letting you hear the signal through the static. It's a stark realization, but weirdly motivating.
And what's so invigorating about it is that confronting mortality isn't meant to be depressing. It's supposed to be clarifying, inspiring even. It strips away the superficial. It forces you to be honest about what truly matters. When you face that ultimate limit,
You have to ask the big questions.
exactly, what do I want to build? How do I really want to spend my limited time? What kind of legacy, big or small?
It forces you to reevaluate your investment.
Right. It helps you see that a good life isn't about avoiding death, it's about living meaningfully before it.
Which ties right back to the care currency idea.
Perfectly. Reinforces the critical importance of deliberate investment. Time, energy, emotional bandwidth.
It makes you ask, is this how I want to spend my precious, finite moments?
Yes, it's a potent reminder to live with intention, aligning your daily actions with what you'll truly value in the end.
So what does this all boil down to? For you, for us listening, the core message of the subtle art. It isn't about becoming apathetic or uncaring, not at all.
Quite the opposite, actually.
It's about caring selectively, consciously choosing what truly deserves your focus, your energy, your time, and, just as importantly, learning to let go of the rest. Your care, your energy, your attention, they aren't limitless. They're your most valuable currency. Finite. Precious.
Spend them wisely.
So here's my challenge for you. Something to think about after this deep dive today.
Okay.
What's one thing you're ready to stop wasting your care currency on? Something that's been draining you, pulling your attention, but ultimately doesn't serve your values or goals.
Maybe that trivial online debate.
Or worrying about someone else's opinion, yeah. And conversely, what's one thing you'll consciously, deliberately invest that care currency in starting today?
A relationship.
Yep.
A project.
Yeah.
Your own well-being.
Could be anything. Think about it.